All right, so I am here with a family member, not a pet, a family member. I have Kuro here, who's just the cutest, isn't he? And I'm going to be teaching him today fractional exponents, which are, in my opinion, pretty epic. All right, so first off, Kuro, of course we all know about regular positive exponents, like for instance, 4 to the 3, 4 cubed, is equal to 4 times itself 3 times, or 4 times 4 times 4, which, as we all know, is equal to 4 times 4, or 16 times 4, which is 64. So 4 cubed is 64. Now we also have negative exponents, like 4 to the negative 3, which would be 1 over 4 to the 3, or 1 over 64, or 1/64. Now exponents don't just have to be positive or negative, they can also be fractions. Yeah, I know, look, can't even believe it. So for instance, let's take 4 to the 1/2. Now what will that be? I don't know. Just kidding, I do know. Whenever it's to the 1/2 power, it's just going to be the square root of the number, in this case 4. So 4 to the 1/2 is just the square root of 4, which, as we all know, is just 2. Now there's something interesting we can see here, because we know that 4 is equal to 2 squared. And you see 4 to the 1/2 is 2, and 2 squared is 4. You know, it's kind of, seems like there's something going on there. Now this doesn't just have to be 1/2 as the exponent. We can have something like 1/3. Let's do this for instance. 8 to the 3rd. What will that be? Instead of the square root, it'll be the cube root of 8. So the cube root of 8, which would be what number times itself 3 times, would be equal to 8. In this instance, for 8 will be 2. 2 times 2, 4 times 2 again, 8. So 2. So 8 to the 1/3 is equal to 2. And again, we can kind of see 8 equals 2 cubed. You better not be peeing. No, please don't leave. Oh, jeez. He peed on my bed. You know what? We can still work with it. You just had to do it. Alright, as I was saying, you can see here, 8 equals 2 to the 3rd. 8 equals 2 cubed. Okay, we'll just... Alright, let's show another example of this. Let's say 9 to the 1/2, which it would be the square root of 9, which is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And another, say 25 to the 1/2. Now, since I'm a genius, I already know the square root of 25 is 5, so that would just be 5. Now for another one, let's try something a bit bigger, like 64 to the 1/2. So the square root of 64, now that may be a big number, but that's just 8. Now these fractions don't have to be just 1/2 or 1/3. They could be any number really that you want. So for instance, let's do like 32 to the 5th. So that would just be the 5th root of 32. So what times itself 5 times would equal 32? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times itself 5 times, is equal to 32. So the 5th root of 32 is 2. Well, I don't know about you, but I think this went well. I mean, peed on my bed. Usually he's better trained than this. But hey, at least you now know how to use fractions as exponents. So really, you're the real winner here. Ben. Good bunny. Subscribe to Bumpy.